thank you for being here with me this afternoon for this press conference. Let me go back to 2020. Fulton County was, many criticisms were leveled at Fulton County last year, not only from then President Trump, who was President of the United States at the time, his representatives, Secretary of State, his representatives, and from many others, saying that they believed that there was fraud, malfeasance, wrongdoing, hanky-panky, you name it, within Fulton County with respect to the then elections. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. And I asked at that time publicly, because as chair, I took it very seriously, I took it personally. I said, if you have any evidence whatsoever of any wrongdoing, bring it to me and I will get to the bottom of it. As I stand here before you today, no one has come forward with any credible evidence whatsoever. I said then, and I'll say again today, if you have something, bring it to me. If you do not, either put up or shut up. And I repeat that again today, put up or shut up. There's been a target on Fulton County's back, and that's why this little piece here, it's been Fulton County. There's a target on the back of Fulton County, and I understand why. Fulton County is the largest county in the state of Georgia. We're one of the most influential counties of the 3,000 plus counties in the United States of America, so it's understandable. However, because we are what we are, I understand why we are and were the subject, the target of many of the provisions in Senate Bill 202. But because Fulton County was mentioned by name throughout deliberations, doesn't matter, because it also refers to and relates to every other county in the state of Georgia. So what I want to talk today about is the impact and implications of Senate Bill 202, not only on Fulton County, but on the other 158 counties in the state of Georgia. On April the 3rd, I convened the first of quarterly meetings, many quarterly meetings to come with my colleagues in what I call the Big Five counties: Fulton County, DeKalb County, Cobb County, Clayton County, and Gwinnett County. The five of us, we make up almost 40% of the population of the state of Georgia. And among the things that we talked about at that initial meeting was the implications of and the impact on our counties that Senate Bill 202 could potentially have. I said to them at that time, I'm asking you to join with me to go to your commissions, ask your commissions to carefully review that bill, and whatever you decide to do, let's be in this together, because I think that one of the main responsibilities of counties is elections. So again, it's Fulton County today, it's the big 4 or 5 here tomorrow. The next day, it could be the other 154 counties in the state of Georgia. So today I say to you, I'm deeply concerned about Senate Bill 202 and outright opposed to many of the provisions within the bill, which was passed by the state legislature against the wishes of many county officials. Senate Bill 202, among other things, number one, it wrests control of elections away from professionals on the ground in local communities, and instead mandates how elections should be conducted. It restricts the use of safe and secure absentee ballot drop boxes and prohibits local authorities from using their discretion to employ mobile voting units, which were used to great effectiveness in Fulton County. The bill also potentially prohibits our ability to partner with private venues such as Mercedes-Benz Stadium, State Farm Arena, facilities in Gwinnett County and other counties that could be used as voting locations. It also imposes a heavy cost on counties who will have to hire additional staff and personnel. So that's why I am so concerned and calling on counties throughout the state of Georgia for all of us to come together. Now let me talk a little more detail about the 5 specific areas. There are others out there who are dealing with issues that are important issues, but I want to focus on 4 or 5 specific issues contained within Senate Bill 202 that directly impact and have implications for counties. Number one, drop boxes. Fulton County had 38 drop boxes, used very widely, very successfully, well received by the voters in Fulton County. Under Senate Bill 202, we will be limited to just 8 drop boxes, and they must be placed inside polling places, regular polling places, and only open to citizens during the hours that the polling places are open. Contrast that with the 8 with strict restrictions. Contrast that with what we had before, where we had 38 strategically placed throughout the county that were open 24 hours a day, where people who did not trust or did not have confidence in the U.S. Postal Service could come to and use those absentee ballot drop boxes. In fact, of the 400,000 plus drop absentee ballots that were cast in November and January of last year and this year, a huge percentage of those were people who took advantage of our absentee drop boxes. Number two, the mobile voting units. Fulton County spent in excess of $700,000 buying and equipping 2 mobile voting units that we could deploy in case of an emergency. They were well received by the public and really helped us. 2 quick examples. There was an electrical problem at the Chastain Park Gym. We deployed one of our vehicles there for a couple of days, well received by the people, and they're looking forward to using it again. Another one was deployed to the Atlanta History Center. They had problems there with lines and so forth, so we were able to use both of those vehicles very effectively. Under Senate Bill 202, we will be prohibited from using mobile vehicles unless an emergency has been declared by the governor of the state. So we've already spent $700,000 on those 2 and looking forward to using them again. The third issue of some concern, it would possibly restrict our ability to partner with private venues like State Farm, like Mercedes-Benz, and that's, depending on which side you're on, that's still under discussion, but there's a strong possibility that that will be a problem. And both of those venues have been used and were used successfully in 2020 and also in 2021. The other restrictions that are in that bill that will cost the county money, potentially cost us lots of money, will be the staffing, additional staffing and equipment that we will have to use in order to meet some of the requirements of Senate Bill 202. And it also restricts us from receiving grants from outside sources, which we successfully did last year. And of course, there's a provision where we must use a certain type of security paper, which is also very, very expensive. And then the last item, which I talked about again, is that it allows the state, should they feel that a county, and in particular, Fulton County was called out by name, is not doing a good job, 2 senators or 2 representatives, if they feel that way, they then can go to the State Elections Board and potentially take over elections in our county. And we cannot stand for that. That is why I am calling on the chairs of all 159 counties in the state of Georgia and their commissions to review Senate Bill 202, not with malice in mind, but to look at the provisions, specific ones that I have outlined, look at these 5 provisions and see how they could potentially impact their particular situation, not only their commissions, but their boards of registration and elections as well. And at some point, I'm urging us to all come together, speaking in one voice, to demand changes. And what will those changes be? You would either meet, the state legislature would have to meet to revise or amend or repeal Senate Bill 202 in its entirety. It's one option. Second option, if we were to go to the Supreme Court, lots of lawsuits have been filed, so many, I can't name all of them. That's also a possibility. And the third option that I'm aware of, there's legislation in Washington now, federal election could preempt it altogether. So it's not over, but I say to us, let's stay focused from a county point of view. Let's stay focused on what's important to us and the people that we represent. And again, the big five counties up here represent almost 40% of the population of the state of Georgia. So thank you for being here with me this afternoon.